And then roll your shoulders down and back few times. Shoulders up. Salut, Catriona. We are just starting, so take a comfortable seat and start to roll your shoulders up, back and down. Up, back and down. And when you are ready, close your eyes and start to breathe. Of course, we are breathing already, but start to pay attention to your breath.
Hay muchas personas.
Breathe in fully through the nose and breathe out fully through the nose. We have just started. Take your time to arrive onto your yoga mat. And I find it very nice to start with pranayama, the breathing exercise, so that we can root even more into our breath. So it will be a breath that will both calm us and energize us. We will breathe for 6 counts in, breathe out for 8 counts out, and then holding the breath for 2 counts. So at first, breathe out fully, and then let's breathe in together for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 1, 2. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale to 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 2, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the breath. 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale to 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the breath. 2. And come back to the breath that is normal to you. Just deepen the breath a little bit. Relax your jaw, relax your cheeks, eyebrows. And let's find intention at the beginning of the practice. And because it is also the beginning of the mouth, think what kind of person would you like to be this month? What would you like to create this month in February? What kind of vision do you have for yourself? It's always nice to point into some good direction. Allow the intention to arrive. And then let's begin to move. Open your eyes, uncross your legs and cross to the opposite way, so the other shin is on the front. Take your arms wide open and over the head, interlace the fingers and sneak the palms behind the head. On breathing, lean back, open your elbows, open the chest. On breathe out, tuck the chin towards the chest, elbows forward, round the spine, head down a little bit. Breathe in, open up, blossom your heart up, gaze up. Exhale, chin to chest, roll down, empty the belly, air out. Breathe in one more time, express the openness, spaciousness, and as you breathe out, push the all air out, empty the belly. Breathe in, roll back to the center. Extend your arms up, flip the palms up, keep your fingers interlaced, and then twist towards the right side. Stay here for one big breathe in, lengthen, and as you breathe out, drop the left hand onto the right knee and your right hand behind you, twist even more. And some of you may feel urged to take the right fingers behind the back, maybe even snuggle the fingers towards the left thigh. One more cycle of breath in and out. Breathe in, move back to the center, sweep your arms up, re-interlace the fingers, flip your palms up, huge inhale to lengthen the spine, exhale, twist, keep those arms, stay for one more cycle of breath in, and as you breathe out, release the hands. Right hand on the left knee, left fingers behind you, or maybe even you snuggle the fingers towards the right thigh. But do it only if it feels lovely for your shoulders. One more cycle of breath, fully in, out, twist even more, and then come back to the center. We will engage a little bit our core at the beginning, so send your toes forward, feet forward, and if you have a block, you can squeeze it between your thighs to the second level, so not the highest level, but into the middle. And as you are squeezing the thighs towards each other, it is actually also easier to engage your core. Send your hands forward. Christina, instead lifting your feet, you can just take the hands onto the heart and twist with feet down, squeezing a little bit your blocks. Or harder option, send your calves up so that they are parallel to the ground. Lift your heart, lengthen the spine. Breathe in here, squeeze the block and breathe out, twist to the right. Breathe into the center. Breathe out, twist to the left. In center. Exhale, twist. In center, keep on breathing. If this is way too difficult, take your feet down, but keep squeezing your block. Engage your thighs, inner thighs, the adductors. One more each side. And then when you are at the center, drop your feet down, take a block to the side. We will start a little bit unconventionally by rolling down. So if you need, use your forearms to lower down or extend the arms forward and roll slowly down. Left leg is straight. Send your right knee towards your chest, hug it in. And then open your right knee to the outside, to the right. Let's open our groins a little bit. Breathe in fully. Send your right knee in towards your chest again. And then twist the right knee to the left. Extend your right arm up. Staying for about 3 breaths. It's just the beginning, so don't focus on being in your deepest depth yet. Just start to warm up through the breath and be gentle. Come back to the center. And now, Christina, you can just stay here or you can try to lengthen the leg, or we will get into a little bit more of core work. I give alternative to Christina for pregnancy alternatives. And then if you would like to strengthen the core, lift your shoulder blades off the ground, stretch the arms forward, and we will do 50 Kapalabhati, rapid exhales. So push the air out as you breathe out and do it rapidly. Keep breathing. We are almost halfway there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower down. Squeeze your right knee in towards your chest, last time. And then place the right foot down, send the left foot close to the right on one line, feet hip distance apart. Stretch your arms behind your head and lift your seats up for little bridge. Stretch your front body, engage the inner thighs. It's almost like you are once again magnetizing the thighs towards each other. Imagine that you have a block between them. And as you exhale, roll down, upper spine, middle spine, and lower spine. Breathe in, lift your seat up once again, little bridge. Exhale, lower down, upper spine, mid spine, and lower spine. And last time, lift your seat, squeeze the seats, engage the glutes. And as you breathe out, roll down. Let's switch legs. Straight the right leg, pull your left knee in, interlace the fingers in front of the shin. One option, stay here if this was difficult for you to engage the core, or lift your shoulder blades off the ground, extend the fingers forward, and start Kapalabhati breathing, rapid exhales. Keep going. Each time you push the air out, the belly goes in. So you have contraction on the exhale. Keep going. So we have about 50 altogether. Halfway. 50, 40, 30, 12. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Take your left knee in towards your chest. And open the left knee to the outside. We forgot about this one. So left knee open to the outside. And then take the left knee in towards the center and twist to the right. Stretch your left arm behind your head so that the left tricep is close to the left ear. Keep the twist. And then roll back to the center. Plant the left foot down and the right foot close to the left. Stretch both arms behind your head and lift your seats up. Little bridge 3 times. Up. Inhale, and as you exhale, lower bone by bone down. Breathe in, lift your seats, squeeze the glutes, knees parallel. Exhale, lower it down. One last time, keep this energy between those knees. They are not moving, but imagine that you push them a little bit towards each other and then lower down. Hug your knees in and either roll back and front to move into all fours, or if you are pregnant or you are not so good in those movements, you can always roll through your side and you can revisit seated position and then move into all fours. Here we are in all fours. Spin your fingers to the outside, left fingers to the left, right fingers to the right. It looks like this. And start to lean over to the left and to the right. So let's warm up those wrists, swaying gently. And now take the right hand upside down, so the back of the hand is on the mat, and try to straight really hardly your right arm. Then bend the right elbow, lower yourself halfway down, and then re-straight the arm as much as you can. Bend 2 more times into the elbow, and then straight. And 1 more time, bend the right elbow and straight. Let's switch. So right now the left hand is upside down, and first try to be very straight through the arm, and then bend the elbow. Good. 2 more times straight, as much as you can, and bend the elbow. Breathe into the center Breathe out, down. Come back up and move into the tip of the fingers. Breathe in, open the front body into the cow pose, stretch the collarbones, and then breathe out, cat. Stay on your fingertips. Breathe in, open for a cow pose, heart forward, shoulders away from your ears, and breathe out, round the spine. And let's add a little bit movement to that. So on breathing, open up the chest, but sit a little bit lower towards your heels. And as you breathe out, move to the cat and roll more forward towards the fingers. Then breathing, open the chest, sits towards the heels, and breathe out, round to cat, roll forward onto the fingertips. 2 more times. Breathing, open to the cat, sitting bones towards the heels, and breathe out, round the spine, shift some weight forward. Last time we go, find this wavy motion. Breathe out to cat and onto the fingers and stay here. Breathe in, shift your knees a little bit backwards, chest more forward. And then breathe out, try half chaturanga. Breathe in, climb back onto your fingers, open into the cow pose, and then go with your full hands down to the mat. Shift your weight forward, shoulders over your wrist, and slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. Elbows roughly 90 degrees if you can. And then breathing, open for a cobra, but try to lift your hands off the ground. Squeeze your buttocks area and imagine that you are holding a block between your thighs and you squeeze this block. Shoulders away from your ears. One more breathe in to lengthen. And then breathe out, release your forehead down, release your neck. Breathe in, push the ground away, move into all fours, and through all fours, move to your first downward facing dog. At first, move around in it, bend into one knee, then move into the other knee. Press a lot through the fingers. And resend your knees down, move into all fours again. Sweep your right shin to the outside, stretch the left leg to the back of the mat, toes pointed to the left, and stretch your left arm over the head. Breathe in for side body length. Lift your left arm up, lift your left leg up, make your left leg parallel to the earth. Bend your left knee and pull your left heel towards your glutes first. Lengthen the tailbone for quadricep opener. Squeeze the glutes. Then pivot your left hand to the inside of the left foot and try to kick the left foot away from you. Glutes are powerful, tailbone is long, chest is open, drishti towards the ceiling if you can. Let's get out the way we came in. So at first, pull your heel in towards the glutes. Then stretch the arm up, stretch the left leg back. Step the left foot down, stretch the left arm over the head, and then roll down into the cat pose. Exhale fully. Inhale to the cow pose. Exhale, return to neutral spine, sweep the left shin to the outside, step the right foot back, sweep your right arm over the head. Side body stretch. Breathe into the right side lungs. Use the breath for help. Stretch your right arm up and lift the right leg up. Stay strong through the right foot. Doesn't matter if you flex or point. Bend your right knee, hold the foot and at first pull it in towards your glutes. If you cannot hold it, at least try to go that direction. Pull it in, lengthen the tailbone. Then pivot the right hand to the inside of the foot and try to kick it back. Engage, engage through the buttocks. Lengthen the lower spine. Maybe even gaze up, rotate your heart up if you can. And let's move out the way we came in. So pull your heel in first, extend the leg, extend the arm, foot down, lengthen the arm over the head, and then roll back down into the cat pose, round the spine. Breathe in, cow pose, open. Exhale to downward facing dog. Find a drishti point and we will not rush it. We will stay full 5 breaths here. It feels like we are pausing for a moment, not rushing, but trying to fully be aware of everything that's going on in your body. Walk halfway forward. Pause for a moment in this shortened downward dog. Maybe say gently yes with the head. Magnetize your lower ribs towards your upper thighs, so there is lengthening at your torso. And then step outside your hands. Right foot outside the right hand, left outside the left. Sink low into Malasana, Yogi Squat, and twist a little bit to the right. Look behind the right shoulder, twist gently to the left. 2 more times, each side. Don't rush. If I'm too fast, then make it slower. If I'm too slow, then make it faster. And then drop your fingers when you are ready in front of you. Lift your hips, straighten your legs or bend them a little bit if you need to and point your toes forward. Feet are parallel. Exhale, lower down, head heavily down. Sway a little bit right and left. And this will be one funny motion. Imagine that you have a sand in front of you. Send your hands a little bit forward onto the sand and try to make some marks on the sand, like printing something on the floor. When you roll to the right, hands to the right and then to the left. We will do this motion once again today, so just remember, it's like moving the hands through the sand. And then hands in front of you, breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, hands onto the waistline. And breathe in, climb all the way up. Point your elbows back, shine your heart up. And then release your hands down. Step the feet hip distance apart. Breathe in, arms all the way up, stretch up. Exhale, fold down. Keep opening your front body as you lower. Breathe in, halfway lift pose. Breathe out, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Stay in lunge and rock forward. Inhale and back, hips a little bit backward. Breathe in forward and exhale back. One more time. To the front, follow your breath. So this is a true vinyasa when we are linking the breath with the movement. Then drop your left knee down and pause for a moment in the hip flexors opener. Squeeze your left glutes, seeing your hips lower and lower down. And let's move through vinyasa. Press your hands down, lift your left knee. Breathe in, high plank. Breathe out. Maybe the first time you would like to lower your knees down or keep your knees up if you feel already energized. Breathe in. Don't rush your upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. Try not to collapse onto your wrists. Use your strong fingers. Next time you exhale, look forward, softly bend knees and either step or hop forward between your hands, lengthen. Exhale, fall down, nose to knees. Inhale, rise up hard, up, palms touch above the head. Exhale, hands through the heart. Inhale, stay in motion, sweep your arms up, lengthen. Exhale, keep your chest open, lower down and fold down. Breathe in, halfway pose. Breathe out, step your right foot back, stay in the lunge and start to rock forward and back and forth and back. Link the breath with the movement. After third time, drop your right knee down, right the hips to collapse lower and lower down. Imagine that your right side hip flexors, right in front of your hip, has a lungs, and you are breathing into your hip flexors, creating more and more openness. Let's move through vinyasa. Press the hands down, step your left foot back, plank. Exhale, chaturanga, the way you need it today. Breathe in, open up, shoulders back and down. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths, sitting bones way high, back and up. Prepare, look forward, step or hop forward between your hands, lengthen. Exhale, fold down, nose to knees. Inhale, rise up, heart up, palms touch above the head. Exhale, hands through the heart. One more Surya Namaskara A. Breathe in, arms up, open. Exhale, flow down, nose to knees. Inhale, halfway through. Exhale, step or jump back if you prefer and lower down on the same exhale. Inhale, open up, shoulders back. Exhale, downward dog, and let's stay for full 5 breaths. Escaping any feeling of urgency here. Diving right into the moment, drishti and breath and the feels. What can you feel right now? Next time you exhale, prepare, look forward, gently bend knees, inhale, step or hop forward or walk forward. Lengthen out, exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise up, heart up, palms touch above the head. Exhale, release your hands down, take the hands onto the waistline. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, fold down and catch with your peace fingers the big toe. Breathe in, lengthen out. Breathe out, fall down if you need to bend your knees. Tadangusthasana, the big toe hold. Aiming to lengthen the spine even when you forward fold. Relax your hands in front of you and step right into downward facing dog. We will create the sequence from there. Find your downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in, lift your right leg up towards the sky. Breathe out, step your right foot outside the right hand, hop. Keep your left hand down and then twist to the right. Right arm up. Heart towards the ceiling. Take a look down, take the right fingers to the inside of the right foot and then ground your left heel down. Open your left arm up towards the ceiling and try to roll your right hip underneath the left hip. Find openness in the front body. Keep the right foot on the right edge of the mat, place the left hand down and step the left foot halfway forward but slightly to the right so that the heels are on one line. Shift your hands onto your shin, right shin, and find the pyramid pose. Shine your right sitting bone back and up. And if it's way too easy, you can always drift your fingers down to the ground. Lengthen from tailbone to the crown. Every exhale, fold a little bit more. If you need, take a block. We are going into half moon pose, so it can come in handy. Soften right knee. Take your right fingers to the right a little bit and forward, and then lift the left leg up, lift your left arm up. Of course, I'm a huge believer in block. If you need it, go ahead and grab something. Roll your right hip under the left. It is still hip opener. If you dare, pivot your chest towards the ceiling a little bit more, maybe even gaze up. And then gently bend your right knee. Step the left foot to the back of the mat. Settle your left knee down to the ground. Place your left hand down. Bend your left knee and take the right arm backward. Maybe you can hold your left foot, but if you cannot, don't worry. It's always enough to reach towards the foot, or a very good help is to place the left hand higher onto the block. This way, it's way much easier to hold the foot. Pull the heel in towards your buttocks. And everybody, if you have fragile knees, of course, bend your mat double times if you need it. Okay, and then release the left foot down. Get onto your left forearm. One option, stay on your left forearm and just twist to the right. Or we can create a forearm side plank pose. So you can step the right foot either halfway back and lift the left hip up, or step the right foot fully to the left foot and hold it for 4, 3, hips as high as you can take them. 1, take the right forearm down and stay in the forearm plank. Christina, if you prefer, take a puppy pose or a child pose. We hold for 4. Strengthen your core, heels away from the crown, magnetize the elbows towards each other. 2. 1, drop your knees down, drop your hips down to the ground, belly down. Interlace the fingers behind you. Breathe in, lift your heart up, shoulders up, and feet up. Keep some energy between your thighs. Try not to lift your chin too much up, rather tuck the chin gently in and lengthen the back of the neck. And then release. Heart down, hands underneath your shoulders, close to the breastbones. Breathe in, baby cobra. Breathe out, roll through your knees to downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your left foot up. Exhale, step your left foot to the outside of the left hand. Keep right fingers low and lift your left arm up. Look for freedom across the body. Forget yourself from time to time, maybe even close your eyes if you feel ecstatic. Breathe in fully. Breathe out completely, air out. Look down, left fingers to the inside of the left foot, right heel down. Keep left knee bent and roll your right arm up. Stay strong at the back leg, right leg. Strong in the left glutes. And then take a look down, right hand down. Step the right foot forward and to the left, so that the distance between the feet is a little bit shorter than it was before. And you can either slide your hands onto the left shin, lengthening the spine for a pyramid shape, or maybe drift your fingers down. No need to rush. Soften your face a little bit. Imagine the line of energy that is moving from your fingers, if you have the fingers down, towards the left sitting bone. And send this energy back and up through the left sitting bone. Then soften the left knee a little bit. Take the left fingers forward and slightly to the left, just slightly. This way it will be easier to find the balance in the half moon pose. No rush. Get into the shape and get into the sensations. Long breathe in, full breathe out. If you are out of the pose, get back once again. And then take your hands down. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Settle your right knee down. And make a circle with the left arm forward, up and around. Bend your right knee and maybe you can hold your right foot. If it's not happening, climb your right hand higher or maybe just keep reaching towards the foot. Allow your hips to sink lower and lower down. And then release right foot down. Get onto your right forearm and maybe that's all and you just lift the left arm. Or maybe you take your left foot halfway back, lifting the right hip. Or maybe full way back and stay here in forearm side plank pose. 4 more counts. Hips as high as you can take them. Plug the right upper arm to the shoulder socket. And then roll your left forearm down. Stay in a forearm plank. Engage your core. Watch out, hips not too high. Try to take your hips to the same level as your chest. Keep energy between the elbows. 2, 1. Drop your knees down, hips and belly down. And this time hold your elbows. If you cannot hold your elbows with your hands, hold your wrists. Breathe in, lift your chest up and drift your legs up. Point your toes back. Engage glutes, engage inner thighs, lengthen the back of the neck, hold for 3. And with next inhale, try to go even higher. Exhale. We have one more inhale. Find your maximum. Lift the chest, fly higher up. And as you breathe out, release. But this time, take your hands in front of your face, in front of you, and release either your forehead or your cheek. Maybe sway your hips right and left. Take a rest. Perfect. Then on breathing, look forward, hands close to the breastbones. Breathe in, higher up, cobra or upward dog. Breathe out to downward facing dog. We have one more flow. Breathe in, take your right leg high up. Breathe out, step the right foot forward between your hands, settle the left knee down. Breathe in, lift your arms up and take your right hand to the right side body, drift your left arm over the head to the right side. And this is the moment where you can support your right hand onto the block. If it feels better, go ahead. If you don't have block, you can keep the right hand on the right side body. Stretch the left side a lot. Breathe in fully. And breathe out completely. Place your left hand behind the head and lean gently back. Squeeze the glutes, roll your heart open. Press the right heel down to the mat. Move to the center, keep your left hand behind you and interlace also the right hand behind the head, interlace the fingers and lean back, open the elbows wide. Shine your heart up. And we are moving to some balances. So take your fingers down, lift your left knee up, hop the left foot halfway forward, warrior three. Take the hands towards your heart, extend the left leg behind you, square your hips. One drishti point, chin a little bit tucked, strong neck, strong left leg. Now without touching the ground, shift your left knee forward for balance pose. Standing balance, hands up, and then to the eagle pose. Cross the left thigh over the right thigh, hands to the heart. So we will keep hands and lower a little bit more. Shoot your sitting bones back, heart forward. Maybe try today to tuck twice. So also the left toes behind the right calf. If it's not happening, that's okay. 2 more breaths. Lift out of Garudasana, up and uncross your legs simply. I will give you 2 options. One will be arm balancing with side crow pose or just a twisted chair. We will see how it goes. So step your feet together, bend your knees, scratch the ground with your fingers, lift your arms up. And as you breathe out, either just twist to the left, twisted chair, watch out to keep your knees on one level. The tendency will be to take the right knee more forward. So keep those knees on one line. If you love arm balances, maybe you try to go for side crow pose by twisting a lot to the left, hands to the left, and then you try to kick your heels towards your booty for 4 counts, 3 counts. Or keep your chair, 2 counts, 1. And then we lower if we are in side crow pose gently. And then since we are low, take your fingers down and step your right foot to the back of the mat. One option, revisit the twist or move into the side plank pose, but this time the normal side plank pose on the hand. Take 3 breaths. Press a lot through the right fingers. If this is too much, you can always lower your right knee down. And then if you are ready, wild thing. If not, you can wait in lunge. So step the left foot back if it suits you. Bend your left knee and open across the body. Press right fingers down. And then with control, look down. Can you keep the control? And using your core, step the left foot to the front of the mat. If it's hard, you can hold the left shin with the left fingers and guide slowly the left foot forward. That's tough one. Then take the right foot to the side, right heel down, and sweep to the warrior two. Drishti to the left. Refine your breath. Squeeze feet towards each other. Let the glutes to fire. Straight your left leg. Interlace the fingers behind you, make your feet parallel. Inhale, shoulders down and back. Exhale, fold down. Release your head. Exhale completely, so completely that you are pushing the air out and you feel that the belly button almost connects to the spine. Release your fingers down. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, walk forward to frame your left foot. Take any flow you like, including the three-legged flow or chin stand. I will be going with three-legged flow, crossing my left ankle over the right ankle. But if you are tired, if you are pregnant, or if you need something else, you can even move into cats and cows instead. So take your flow. Finish in downward dog, take your time. And let's do the same to the other side. So lift your left leg up, three-legged dog. Then sweep the left foot forward between your hands, ground your right knee down. Breathe in, arms up, low lunge. Then slide your left hand onto the left side body, tilt your right arm to the left. Another option is to hold on to the block, or some of you may even touch the ground if you are very flexible. Place your right palm behind you, lean back. Search for some ecstatic sensations. Move into the center, left hand behind, interlace the fingers, open your elbows wide. Chest moves up. And then release down the fingers. Let's move to balance in warrior three. Hop your right foot halfway forward. Prepare. Hands to the heart. Lift your right leg up. Try to stay square at your hips. Don't go too low. Chest on the same level as your hips, as your leg. And move for Garudasana, eagle pose. Right knee goes forward, arms up and first. Cross your right leg in front of the left once or maybe twice behind the calf. Send hands to the heart. Focus on your legs. Legs are working pretty hard here in the Garudasana, eagle pose. Stay long at your torso, long at the back. Perfect. Let's climb up. Release your feet. Maybe shake them a little bit if you feel your legs a lot. Then let's move to the second part of this flow. Feet together. Scratch the ground with your fingers. Bend your knees. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Then take your hands to the heart and twist to the right this time. And option to stay in twist. Just watch out your knees. Or twist so much that your left upper arm is contacting your right outer thigh, hands off to the right. And you can just try this out. Maybe the feet stays on the ground, or maybe you can kick your heels towards your buttocks. 4 counts in. 3. Do your best, bravo. 1 more. And then lower down back into the chair, or maybe you are in the chair. Then everybody lower the fingers down and step your left foot back. Take left fingers down and you can stay here in twisted lunge, or you can step your right foot to the back of the mat. One option for people with sensitive wrist, you can place your left knee down. Hold your side plank pose wherever it is. Hips high up. And either Wait in lunge if you are not into wild thing, or step your right foot behind. Take a wild thing, Chamatskarasana. Open across the front body. Squeeze glutes. Heart high up. And then roll it slowly down, like moving through the side plank pose, and guide the right foot to the front of the mat. Maybe hold the foot with right fingers and step it forward. Ground your left heel down, circle your arms into warrior two. We are almost at the end. Look to the right. Powerful at your core, so that there is energy at the center, at your trunk. But then you send the energy also outside through the fingers, through the legs. Straight your right leg, parallel your feet, hands onto the waistline. Point your elbows back, open the heart up. Exhale, fold down. And we can revisit the wavy movement with the arms here. So hands a little bit forward, almost like it's a downward dog, but on the wide legs. And then point your toes to the outside, right toes to the outside and left toes to the outside, and start to bend into the one knee, creating this wavy movements in the arms, and bend to the other knee. Allow the hands to make as many prints on the sand as you can. Don't worry about being perfect in those motions. Actually, those motions are out of the rules. You just move to feel good, getting curious about what movements gets you the best feels. Let's keep moving like this about 10 more seconds. And eventually shift all the way to the right side. Step through vinyasa, any vinyasa you like. It might be three-legged one or chin stand, but it can be also on your knees, cats and cows. Link the breath with the movement. And we meet in our last downward facing dog. Drop your knees down to the ground and sit on your heels. Here, drop your hips off to the left so that your toes, your feet are on the right side and the left seat is on the left side of your heels. Breathe in, lengthen, and breathe out, twist to the left, so away from your feet. Send your left arm behind you, look behind the left shoulder. If it's not comfy for you, you can always sit on the block. Just take your seats a little bit more off to the left. And then hop back onto your heels and sit to the right side, feet to the left side. Breathe in, get tall. Breathe out, left hand to the outside of the right thigh, left fingers behind you, or maybe even the right forearm behind the lower spine. Look behind the right shoulder. Take a look forward and simply spin your legs forward. So it was quite active today. We are going to slow it down right now. Connect the inner feet together, allow the knees to splay out, and actually let's lie down. So hands down behind you, forearms, and get cozy on your spine. You can close your eyes already and stay for a moment in the sleeping butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana, allowing your hips to open. Avoid the urge to rush somewhere. We have about 1 more minute here in Sleeping Butterfly. And anytime it starts to create discomfort, you can always bring pillows underneath your knees. And before we move into Shavasana, let's revisit our twist. So straight your left leg, take your right knee in, twist your right knee to the left and extend your right arm up just as we did at the beginning. So we have a nice long right side body. Aim to breathe up and down the spine. So every breath in expands you into every direction, up to the sides, down. And every breath out, it's like vacuuming the content of your belly, pushing the air out. And in a lazy way, come back into the center and switch straight your right leg. Bend your left knee, pull it in first, and then twist to the right. Extend your left arm back over the head. And then move back to the center. And if you have a moment, stay in Shavasana with me. Open your palms towards the ceiling. And by all means, if you need a blanket or socks, as always, go ahead. Eyes closed. Drift off a little bit. So we started with intention for a new month, for February. What is the vision you have for yourself? What would you like to create? What are your goals? What kind of person would you like to become more of? Keep your vision, but also start to relax. Relax your hands and feet, arms and legs. Relax your face, jaw, forehead. cheeks. Allow your breath to be soft and neutral, as natural as it can be. Shoulders are heavy. And because the yoga practice is about to make us feel better, more and more, then start to pick up the places in your body where you feel good right now. Maybe you feel good when your face is relaxed, or at your hands, at your feet. Find as many good spots as you can and then connect them together. We have about 2 more minutes here together. If there are any thoughts that are taking you away from this moment, then reconnect again to the body sensations. Be aware of your breath. If you are ready to wake up, then start to move your fingers, move your toes, wrist and ankles, and go for your favorite stretches. Stretch out, and when you are ready, roll to one side. And let's finish with the cross-legged position, joining the prayer hands on your heart. And bowing towards you, namaste. Thanks a lot. I will unmute us. Thank you everybody for joining. Hope that the strengthening flow brought for you some feeling of being empowered, or maybe if you felt weak at some points, then if you felt even frustrated, then that means that you need to work on those strengthening things a little bit more, and it's good to get stronger. So little by little, but we are getting there. Thank you very much for tonight. If you have any questions, I am here. Thank you. And ciao. Thank you.
Thank you.